Yes, hi, this is George Rex again, and today I would like to talk about least common multiple, how to find the least common multiple of two or more numbers. Let's start with a brief theory. The method that I will use is finding the least common multiple of two or more numbers by what we call prime factorization. It's really simple. You do this in two simple steps. Now, before we start with two steps, just to make sure that everybody knows what this word here means in math, prime numbers in math are the numbers that they can either be divided by 1 or by themselves. No other number can divide them. So that's the definition of a prime number. So to name a few, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 is not before can be divided by 2, 5, 6 is not because can be divided by 2 and 3, 7, 8 is not because can be divided by 2, 4, then we have a 9 is not a prime number because can be divided by 3, 10 is not because can be divided by 2 and 5, 11 is a prime number, 12 is not can be divided by 3, 4, 13 is a prime number, 14 is not can be divided by 2 and 7, 15 is not because can be divided by 3 and 5, 16 is not because can be divided by 4, 2, 8, and let's say one more, 17, and of course there are many more, but I think that will be enough for illustrating this example. So once you have, once you know what the prime numbers are, the two steps are the following. The first step is you write the two or more numbers you have as a product of prime numbers. And the second step is in order to find the least common multiple, you have to take each prime number that exists in the two or more numbers that we're trying to find the least common multiple, you take it in the highest power. So let's now do an example. So let's say we want to find the least common multiple of 108 and 150. So as I said, the first step is you write each of the numbers as a product of prime numbers. So you can start with any number. So let's say we start with 108. So 108 of course is divisible by 2 and gives us 54. 54 of course is divisible again by 2 and give us 27. 27 is not divisible anymore by 2, but it is by 3, so it gives us 9. 9 is still divisible by 3 and gives us 3. Once this number here, it's a prime number, as it is in this case, you stop and you write the number that we're talking about. You write it, as we said, as a product of these prime numbers. So that's 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. Or, for those that are familiar with exponents, you can write this as 2 squared times 3 to the cube. So now we'll go to the next number, which is 150. So again, the same process. We're applying, the step number 1. So 150 is divisible, of course, by 2, gives us 75. 75 is not divisible anymore by 2, but it's divisible by 3, and gives us 25. 25 is, of course, not divisible by 2, is not divisible by 3, but of course is divisible by 5, and it gives us 5. As I said before, once this number here, it's a prime number, we stop, and we can write, let's say here, we can write 150 as a product of prime numbers, which means is 2 times 3 times 5 times 5, or 2 times 3 times 5 squared. So that's it. So I have 108 is 2 squared times 3 to the third, and 150 is 2 times 3 times 5 squared. So now I have to come to the second step, which is to take each prime number that exists in both these numbers in the highest power. So we can write now that least common multiple of 108 and 150, and we start. I mean, you can start with any of the numbers, either from here or from here. I mean, let's say we start from here. So we have 2. Now 2, you have it here in the second power. Let's say here you have it in the first power. So we said you take the highest power. So it's 2 squared. You cross it out in both of them, so you don't take it again. Then we have 3. So 3 here is in the third power, and here is in the first power, so that means we take, as we said, always the highest. So that means this is 3 to the third, cross it out. This is finished. Here we still have the 5 squared, so you just have to take it as it is, which is the highest power, that 5 exists in both of them. So this here, it's the least common multiple of these two numbers, and this is, as I calculated, it's 900. So that's the least common multiple of these two numbers. And what does it mean? It means that this is the smallest number that both these two numbers can divide. So, and you can try, there is no other number smaller than this that can be divided with both 108 and 150. And again, this is the method of prime factorization, which is useful because some of you might know the other, some other methods, but when it comes to bigger numbers or even more numbers like 2, 3, this is the best method and I think the fastest method. So thank you again for taking the time to view this video, and I hope you find it useful. Bye for now.